Hello students, today I will talk about chapter 8 and the topic is how to balance chemical reaction. Okay, so let's enjoy the class. Dear students, in reaction number 1 you see before the reaction number of atom of hydrogen is 2, but after the reaction the number of atom of hydrogen is 3. So this is not balanced. So what you will do, you will multiply the reactant H2 by 3, and on the other side you will multiply by 2 of product ammonia. Then you will see after multiplying by 3, then before the reaction number of atom of oxygen will be 3 are 2 6, and after the reaction the number of atom of hydrogen will be 2 are 3, that is 6. This is all right. And you see number of nitrogen before the reaction is 2, and after the reaction then by multiplying 2 of ammonia, then number of nitrogen after the reaction is 2, and the number of atom of nitrogen after the reaction is 2. So before the reaction and after the reaction the number of nitrogen equal. So we can say that reaction number 1 is balanced. Now in reaction number 2 you see before the reaction number of atom of oxygen, here you see in reaction number 2 number of atom of oxygen is 1, and after the reaction number of atom of magnesium is 1. Okay, can you see? Fine. So it's all right, but the problem is that before the reaction the number of oxygen atom is 2, but after the reaction the number of oxygen atom is 1. So what we will do, we will just multiply the product magnesium oxide by 2, then the number of oxygen will be same. But the problem happens that now the number of magnesium atom is not balanced. So what you will do, you will just multiply magnesium reactant by 2. Now before the reaction and after the reaction the atom of magnesium and oxygen will be same as it is after the reaction. In reaction number 3 you see if sodium bicarbonate is heated, then sodium carbonate, carbon dioxide and water is produced. You see here the number of sodium atom before the reaction and after the reaction is not same. Okay, after the reaction the number of sodium is 2, but before the reaction the number of sodium atom is 1. So what we will do, we will just multiply the reactant sodium bicarbonate by 2. Then you will see the number of atom of sodium, the number of atom of hydrogen, the number of atom of carbon and the number of atom of oxygen before the reaction, after the reaction will be the same. So for reaction number 3 you just only multiply reactant sodium bicarbonate by 2 and you will get the equation balanced. In number 4 you see when potassium chlorate is heated, then potassium chloride plus oxygen is produced. But the problem is here the reaction is not balanced, because you see before the reaction number of atom of oxygen is 3, but after the reaction the number of oxygen is 2. So what we will do, we will multiply product O2 by 3, then the number of oxygen will be 6, and in addition we will multiply the reactant potassium chloride by 2, then 2 are 3, that is 6 atom oxygen, and after the reaction 6 atom oxygen. But the problem happens that now the number of atom before the reaction of potassium is 2, so you will have to multiply the product potassium chloride by 2. Okay, so now the overall reaction will stand, you will multiply reactant potassium chloride by 2, and then we will multiply product potassium chloride by 2, and then we will also multiply product oxygen by 3, then we will get the equation balanced. Now in reaction number 5 you see hydrogen and chlorine then produce hydrochloric acid. But here you see before the reaction number of hydrogen atom and number of chlorine atom is 2. But after the reaction the number of hydrogen atom and the number of chlorine atom is 1 single. So what we will do, we will just multiply the product HCl by 2 and then you will see that the number of hydrogen and the number of chlorine atoms will be same before the reaction and after the reaction. So now that reaction will be balanced. In reaction number 6 you see sodium hydroxide plus sulfuric acid all together produce sodium sulfate and water. Here you see before the reaction the number of sodium atom is 1 but after the reaction the number of sodium atom is 2. So what we will do, we just multiply sodium hydroxide reactant by 2 and you will get everything same. Okay, fine. In reaction number 7 you see hydrogen and water all together produce H2O. But here the problem is after the reaction the number of oxygen atom is 1 but before the reaction the number of oxygen atom is 2. So what we will do, we will just multiply the reactant to the product H2O by 2 and in addition we will multiply the reactant H2 by 2. Then the hydrogen atom before the reaction and after the reaction will be same and the number of atom of oxygen before the reaction and after the reaction will be the same. That is, we will multiply H2 by 2 and the reactant H2 will be multiplied by 2, then the reaction will be balanced. So I think within a very short time you have understood how to balance any chemical reaction. After that, if you have more problem, please write in our comment box. Okay, thank you and that's all for today. Allah Hafiz.